Hello there everyone, this is Mark 3 and welcome back to the cold, uncaring depths of deep space in the form of Duskers. Yep, it's that time again. It's Monday, so it's time to flush all my drones out of the airlock and claim it was an accident. Or not. Seriously, I didn't plan to do that. Anyway, welcome back. It's time to name some drones since this is the Monday episode. And strange enough, just like last time, I'm going to be naming two of them. This time around, it's owner, again, with plenty of options and suggestions and things. And the one that was decided by random chance is actually... oh, which one was it? Oh yeah, that one. It's Panic. So, yeah, I'm going to rename Colin as Panic. This is not exactly an auspicious name because that seems to happen to me in this game too often to be entirely comfortable. So there you go. And the other name is actually going to Beta Mike. And they only offered one, and actually in response to owner as a name suggestion. I don't know if I was clear about this or not, but I'll pick randomly from names suggested by one person. So that's why owner's been giving me a lot of suggestions, but only one has been being picked. Beta Mike, you suggested only one as well, so yours is going through. Luke is now known as Roomba. It fits, I suppose, since Roomba does go around and it sucks up all of the loose little bits and pieces that aren't bolted down, so yeah, that fits. Now, for today's episode, I think I'm going to be getting done with this particular galaxy and moving on to the next, because, as I mentioned in Friday's video, I have got a flight plan ready to go. I'm going straight to the Seville, and then I'm going to the jump gate, and I have enough fuel to do both. And that's going to be it. So it's time for some last minute modifications and maintenance, just to make sure I'm ready. And then it's in we go to the things. Let's have a look. I need to rearm my sensor, so I'm going to add some to that. And my interface is wearing out, so I need to repair that. And that takes up nearly all of my available scrap, so I can't fix things up quite yet. That'll do. Drone config, Right. I should mention this, because it was a question I actually picked up at the weekend, and it was from Happy Hafer. They basically said, well, this second part of the comment, you have turrets, you should use them sometimes. Even if they break easily, it's worth using them on ships with no turrets. I'm half and half in agreement with that, but in respect to that, I am going to actually mount a turret onto Panic. Why not? So yeah, Panic's carrying a turret. If I need it, I've got it. But I should point out that Panic is very low on health, so not a very good choice. In fact, let's spend what's left of my scrap getting Panic a bit more durable. That way it won't just die if something sneezes in its general direction. Which is a very distinct risk at the moment. There we go. It can take a couple of knocks, but a leaper will still one-shot this drone. I must point that out. So, it's not a very good idea. Unless I can fit a shield. Can I fit a shield? Should I fit a shield? I don't know, it's carrying the pry and the teleport and the sonic. I want to hang on to the sonic because that's a defensive thing. The pry is in case I need to pry open a door, so that's a just in case kind of situation. The teleport is, well, it's a teleport. And owner, you were right on this one. The teleport can teleport probes? Hang on. I know it can teleport sensors. Can it teleport a probe? Let's have a look. Droppable items, teleport sensors and traps. That does not say a probe, so jury's out on that one. I don't know if I can teleport a probe with it, but it can teleport a sensor if I upgraded it. It's only basic version though, so I can only teleport the drone itself at the moment. So not quite there. Oh well. but that's that. The other half is... Hang on. Whatever. Okay, let's just move and start doing things. I've spent 5 minutes just talking your ears off already, as is my custom. But it's time to get moving so I can finish this galaxy. We're going to be boarding Class B salvage. And since the drone's already set up, let's go. Enough procrastinating. Loud docking noises, but no data. Okay, let's start out by moving drone 4 immediately. I've got a targeting bracket there because it's got a turret on it. But let us begin. Off they go. Hey, a bit of scrap to start out. That's actually pretty good. Slows there. Let's start looting. Okay, let's turn my attention to the other part of the comment from... Oh, that's the fuel room. Okay. For the other half of the comment from Happy Hafer, the first part actually, as it happens, it's just I answered out of order. Only a bit of jump fuel. That's not too bad, all told. Let's take... This doesn't look too bad at all. Now, the question was, why am I not herding my opponents / all the nasty bitey things, whatever you want to call them, into one room? Why am I spreading them all out into lots of different rooms? Actually... Oh, I can't quite do this right. Let's check room 4. Yeah, that's it. Why don't I lock multiple hostiles in one room? The problem is, well, as you actually mentioned in the comments, it's a bit tricky because when the doors open, they go back and forth all over the place. So that can be an issue. And that is the other hard part. It's not just the hard part if one of the opponents in question attacks a sensor, because then I don't know where they are. But it's also expedience, really. It's easier to just herd one enemy into one place and then avoid that place than it is to just herd lots and lots of things into a single room if you have no way to clear that room. So let's see, status. Only one infestation type, so one thing to watch out for. Let's find out. If I can work out what the opponent is, depending on what it is, might be an easy run this. Have to wait and see. Nothing found. Okay. Actually, while mentioning that, while mentioning destroying sensors, I am going to bow to Svorti's thoughts on this. Because I was of the opinion that... how should I put this? I was of the opinion that drones, as in the enemy combat drones, don't always attack a sensor. If you're on a low difficulty, they actually don't attack it. Svorti disagrees, and apparently, according to information that they've dug up, it was a case of the enemy combat drones are the only thing that can attack sensors, but that's the problem there, it's the wording, that can attack it. So it's not definitive that... There's something nasty there. Flag R4, there we go. It's not definitive that they will always attack it, so the answer is still a bit too vague for me. So, erring on the side of caution. Lost video sequence drone. Oh, come on. I was just about to start moving drone 1. So I'm going to have to do it this way. Off we go. Forward! Into the breach. And actually, I was distracted by... Ooh. Come on, mush. Because I found a dead drone in there, so another drone to be picked up. But there's a vent in there as well, so... all those fun things. And of course, I really need to find the scrap to repair Drone 1's feed, to be quite honest. 1 to room 6. Let's move John. Nice to meet you, John, by the way. Let's actually have a look at you. Ooh, another teleport upgrade. Nice. Okay. I didn't have any, and then suddenly I've got a lot of them. Since I didn't notice, let's actually go ahead and hack this terminal and see what this ship has got. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to assume that drones always attack the sensor, so that means I've not got a drone in room 4. So that means I've got something else that's nasty and mobile. What have we got? We've got a survey. Okay. Ooh. Bit sizable, this. Okay, let's start checking around the place. So that's that. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit distracted here because I'm trying to do this and not mess it up too much, and I'm also trying to respond to people, so it's dividing my attention. And I think I've mentioned this in the recent past. My IQ's good, but it's one where my general thought processing thingamabobby slows down if I start having to multitask much. So I'm very good focused. If I divide my attention, I'm not so good. What's the sensor? Actually, no. That was a teleport signal going down. Anyway, moving on. Next thingy. Comment. Happy. Yeah, this is back to Happy Hafer's comment. This is about the last part. Why don't I use the turrets to clean out some of the easier wrecks? Because I've been running across some wrecks which are really easy to do. And there's a dead terminal in there, which is useful. So why don't I just take a turret in and shoot things? Well, actually that would be a bit of a waste, because I know this is something else I mentioned previously. Let's open D5 and D4, check those two. It's a bit of a waste because, remember, if I use the thing, it starts to break down, so I have to repair it sooner. And I also have to replace any bullets used, so that's another expenditure of scrap. And if I can get the wreck done without doing all that, lost transport signal room 7, okay. If I can do the rest of the wreck without having to do that, then that is more effective. And it may take a little bit longer, but I'll spend less resources and have a slightly less risk to my equipment if I don't use the additional stuff when I don't have to. That's why you've seen me umming and ahhing a lot about... I think the roommate's clear, so let's move in. Ooh, that signal's a bit bad. Hello, generator. Nothing in here. That's fine. I think room 7's clear as well. So it's a case of you've got to do as much as you can with as little as possible. And that is the most efficient way to go about this. So nothing here. Let's drop a sensor in case I need it. I don't mind dropping sensors because it's 2 scrap for 25, so you know. Not exactly pricey. Now the thing is, I want to get my power drone down, so... Navigate 3 to room 1, please. Okay. I'm going to start transferring through this room, which is slightly risky because, you know, vent. It's a bit of a vent. Lock A1 and power, so calling out drone 2. This way, please. Thank you. Room 4. Don't care what's in there, just leaving it alone for now. And this should let me proceed, I think. There we go, and I can seal that door behind me. And open D7. Right. So I'm doing all of this stuff on the principle of use as little as possible. And I know I'm repeating myself because I keep starting something and then my train of thought gets interrupted because I do something else within the game. So that's why I'm not the best at this. I apologise. But that is just how I am at this point. Actually, I have messed up a little bit. Yes, I have. Okay, drone 2, I need to use it to move back. What is that? Oh, it's the generator. Okay. Man, slow really needs a speed upgrade. Anyway, I'm going back up here for a second. Because it's time to do a bit of herding. And this is again a case of I am using what I've got to move what I can. Lost video for drone 3. Fair enough, don't really care. I'm going to herd whatever it is in room 4 over to room 5, since I don't need that. So I'm just getting it out of the way, and then I can use room 4 as a route through into room 13, since I know room 13's not got anything in it. So, yeah. That'll let me explore a little bit faster. And I haven't used the turret to kill whatever it is. So, hooray! Saving on resources. Thank you, Drone 2. That's perfect timing. Yeah. So yeah, that's just a case of saving resources. I've probably got leapers in here, but things are moving around a bit too much, to be quite honest, so... A leaper would be moving around more slowly than that, so it might be a combat drone. Except that, as I said, I'm going with Savorti's suggestion that it is not, because a combat drone would always kill the sensor. So, that's helpful. So I don't know what I'm dealing with. Oh, hello, another generator. And stuff. Hooray. At least there's some scrap in here, so that's good. Yep, that's fine. Loot it, and let's see. We got a new quarantine bypass in here, it seems. And we've also got a collector upgrade. What the heck is that? A collector upgrade, eh? Interesting. No idea what that is, but it's permanently installed. We have got that quarantine bypass one, so I'm going to go with... Let's do the run. D4. And then grab. So calling drone 3 down here to go ahead and grab whatever it is. Assuming it can get past drone 2. Oh, there's barely enough room. Right. Yeah. Come on, this way. Flipping narrow corridors. I'm going to have to navigate that on the way back as well, aren't I? So what's in here then? Ooh! Hello. Another drone. Lucky, lucky. This one's got a tow. But that's all okay. Loot this. Nothing in here either, except for the drone. That's still really good. Hang on, I need you to tow a bit more. Thank you. And drone 3 actually somehow made it back. Grab. Put things down. I'm going to have to move deeper into the wreck. And I don't like having all these doors open, but I need them open for the automatic getting my drones around. Come on, Razwan. You're going to grab that. And I need to drop a sensor down. Wait, no I don't, because this is going to be my next viable room. There we go. I can start to seal the doors again. That's good. Because I'm still very nervous with having that vent open to so much of my ship. Just take manual control so I can get this back into place properly. There we go. And A1. Right, okay. Doors are sealed. It's time to move on. No point using power, I'm just going to wander straight on down. So... generator, there we go. Right, so yeah, I think I've answered all the comments pretty well. And this will let me explore the rest of the ship, so that is also good. Okay, let's check D6 and D8. But yeah, that's... I think I've answered all comments, really. Let's see, I've mentioned Svorti and accepting that logic, though I still doubt it because whatever I've got in here is fast moving and I can't hear a swarm. Lock D6. 20. So I know I've got a second nasty in here. Nothing nasty. Nope. Sensor. And room 11 is pretty small, so that would have come through straight away. So D16. Whatever it is I've got in here, it's mobile. And I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to actually test this. This is silly. But if it'll make some of you guys happier and stuff like that, then I guess that's fine. I don't mind doing a little bit of silly things. I'm going to need drone 4. Where should I put it? Yeah, drone 4 into here. Lock and load. This is a really bad idea. Activate your turret. There we go, that turret has now been used, so it's slightly more damage than before. But this is a test we need to do. And I did actually mention this into Savorti, room 12, to be clear. Plus I am actually wanting to... I'm thinking of salvaging this wreck. So I have to kill everything anyway. You know? Okay. Oh, a bit of scrap, thank you. Right. Time for the test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, I need to herd that back, so I need D6 moved, so D17. Because I need that power room back to actually get my drones back over to that area, so D21. D6 close, navigate 1 to 13. Right, I'm going to test this. I'm going to see what it is I'm bumping heads with in here. There's only the one airlock, so I can't flush them out into space, so the only way to clear this wreck is to actually actively go shoot things. So I'm going to see what it is I'm dealing with. This might wind up being very, very horrible. I just want to point that out. D4. Navigate. Right. I need A1 open. Navigate 1 over to room 1 because there's no more salvaging work required. Get drone 2 out of the way. Right. I hope this just doesn't go badly for me. And actually, there we go. Get through here. Trundle, trundle, trundle. Come on, slow. Pick up the pace, please. Actually, this is an especially horrible idea. Unless I can do something else. I can do something else, right. First thing first. Move on there. That's in place, right. Move 3 over this way. Drone 4, come back. Because you are going to swap to Colin and unload all of your expensive upgrades. And you're going to swap to John as well, actually. Unload your... Actually, you keep the teleport. If this goes south, I want the ability to teleport out immediately. That would be useful. Might save the drone. Might not, but might. So, good enough for me. I'm also going to park it in the room with the vents, so that is a double bad idea. I'm thinking of so many ways this could just go horribly, horribly wrong. Oh, jeez. Right. Okay. Time to find out. Video signal restored from drone. What the? Oh, we've lost the... No, we gained this transport signal. Okay. Anyway. Right. Park here. Turret armed. D14. What are you then, good sir? It's a leaper. Okay. Yep, it's a leaper. The leapers that are moving around strangely quickly. Good to know. But anyway, cancel that teleport since now I know what I'm dealing with. Leapers are no threat if you can avoid straight line contact with them. So That's fine. And turrets deal with them very easily. However, I need now to get drone 2 back down here again, so... oh, damn it. This should be fine. Oh yeah, can't close D14. I need D11 and D3 and power. Come over here, please, drone 2. Thank you. Because I need to open door 6. Get slip past here, thank you. Hide behind drone 4. Cower here. There we go. D4 can shut now. 4 activate. D6 open. Come on out. Come here, Mr. Leaper. I want to introduce you to hot lead. And there we go. Okay, wreck cleared. Status. Right, what have we got? Good scrap capacity. Let's open A1 and D4 and end. Just recall everything. You know, just in case. And then I think I'm going to commandeer. Because I've got 2 upgrade slots in this thing. I think I'm going to lose a bit of scrap capacity. But it seems to be in fairly good shape. I won't know until I check it, so just a moment. Okay, let's try this then. Commandeer. Let's look at the stats. Right, what do we got? We have got... yeah, slightly less scrap capacity, 2 upgrades, same P fuel. So I've got a large barge which is swapping out for a slightly smaller salvage craft, but the salvage craft is almost as good. And it comes with a hard installed collector. That's maybe the bad point, if I can't uninstall that collector, but I'm going to find that out in a second. I'm not even sure what a collector does, so... okay, gain a bit of propulsion fuel. Total P fuel 2. Jump fuel a little bit. Bit of scrap collected. 140 days. New ship contains 4 fewer scrap. My scanners deteriorated a bit. My sensors deteriorated a bit, and my inventory readouts change. How do I scroll down? Can I scroll down? Yeah, not entirely sure. But anyway, let's check the ship config. Yeah, that is permanently... oh, that would have been useful last week. Okay, that would have been very useful last week. A collector attempts to collect expelled objects. I could have tried to save my drones last Monday if I had had one of these, but I did not. That would have been so useful. Oh well, we've got a badly damaged remote power installed, so that's that. I've got 2 quarantine bypasses here. I've got mine, which is pristine, and I've got this one, which was on the ship, which is kind of worn out a bit. Got the transporter, got the remote power. So basically, I've locked in a collector upgrade now. So if I accidentally flush things out of the airlock, I might be able to get them back. I noticed though, it doesn't have a damage stat on it. So either that's just going to slowly wear out and break and nothing I can do, or it doesn't break at all. I don't know. I don't know at all. Oh well, I've got a new ship set. I've got some drones here I need to sort out. Okay, that's fine. I used panic to clear out that wreck, so I hope you're happy, happy Faffer. I have used the turret. And that cost it nearly 10% failure probability next time I use it, so that's actually really, really darn bad, because that is a significant failure chance appearing already. Not good. Not good at all. Scan and sensor breaking down, so I need to do some fixing, but I'm going to save that because this video is about to run out of time, so the last thing to do is go to the Stargate and see what awaits me in the future. Here we go. Universe view! Oh, there we go, jump. I am moving to the Ovis galaxy, apparently. Ooh! Now where am I? I've got a couple of things here. And I've got... Ooh, medical. Military, governments, a whole bunch of Bs and A and a C, so lots and lots of ships here. That's a good start, actually. They are mostly volatile, though, and they mostly have multiple infestation types, so I'm not sure if this is harder or not. I'm going to have to wait and see. But anyway, that's it for now, because this video is now over. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I hope I answered all the comments and things to everyone's satisfaction, because I think I confused myself a couple of times trying to do that. And I'll catch you all some other time. Yeah, I'll see you all later.